I'm Jeff Workin. I'm a PhD candidate at the MIT Media Lab in the Cognitive Machines group. I'm doing some research on a new approach to creating AI behaviors for games. And I used to be a game developer in industry for about a decade.
And I'm Andrew Grant. I'm the technical director at the Singapore MIT Gambit Game Lab. Among other things, I was the game director for Jeff's game this summer, which is basically the Gambit staff who helps out make sure everything goes smoothly for his research.
Well, there's kind of a short and a long-term research goal. The long-term goal is for my PhD thesis research. I'm working on a new approach to creating AI behaviors for characters that can play roles in interactive stories. The approach I'm taking is trying to learn the behaviors and dialogue from regular game players online, playing together online. And so the short-term goal is to create games that encourage ordinary people who may not have acting or writing experience to tell interesting stories by acting them out with other people online.
We're trying to make a 3D game in 8 weeks with 3 artists and with a varying degree of 3D experience. But for the most part, it was really, really tough for them to get enough art assets together in time. So what this interesting constraint turned into was actually kind of a nice art style, where the whole thing has the look of a children's play, where everything is drawn on cardboard. And this actually made it much easier for them to get their art done in time, but it also added a lot of flavor to the experience itself. See, there was one other problem, which was tutorial, which I think Jeff's been working on a bit since the summer students have gone, which is basically that people playing the game didn't know what to do, and it's a continuing problem.
It's not just the tutorial, it's just like this is a new type of gameplay where you're told to go online and improvise a story together, and so people get online and they don't know what to do. So we've actually continued working on the game a couple months after the summer project, and we're very close to launching it online finally, but we tried to refine the game so that at each stage you know exactly which character you're starting as, what your motivation is in that particular scene, and you go and you play through 3 scenes, and in the beginning you only have access to 1 character, but as the game progresses you have access to up to 5 characters and 3 different parts of the set for Area 51, a government lab, and a crashed spaceship, and an outdoor kind of wilderness campsite. So as the players begin to master how to control characters and get the idea, get into the flow of improvising, they have kind of more tools at their disposal of how they tell the story. I'm thrilled about how it turned out. Like the art style that the team ended up with is really fun and allowed them to crank out a lot of assets in a short amount of time. We have over 40 props you can interact with, 5 characters with really kind of quirky looks to them, 3 areas for players to explore. I think it's going to really lead to the kind of data we want to collect of people kind of engaging in these kind of fun, a little bit of goofy storytelling kind of interactions. So yeah, I'm excited to get it online.
Don't really have much to add to that. I mean, if it's going to suit the research needs, that's great news. And basically it looks great and plays very well.